Hey, what the hell? There he is.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Savage AF, you know what it is. We are in this bitch. Well, we're in two different bitches. I'm in one place and Shang's in another because it's COVID still and pandemic still. And yeah, you know, that's what we do. But it is Savage AF. Yes, I am Black Pedro and you are
Shang, and we are still here. We are still here. Even in the face of all the bullshit, we are still here.
All the bullshit. And there's so much bullshit in the world. That's why we come on Monday through Friday for you guys live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously so we can talk about the bullshit.
Yes.
Okay. So know that we are live, Facebook, YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, man. I love that because, you know, we have all the shows archived, all the videos saved.
Yes. And you can share them. You can share them.
Go to youtube.com/C, the letter C, /Savage AF World. All one word. So youtube.com/C/Savage AF World. That's us, man. We're right there. We are right there.
What you do is once you go there, this is what you do. Yeah, that's what you fucking do. Also, if you like to listen to shit in your car and you have Sirius XM and all of the other shit you listen to, you should check us out on the podcast version of the show. Wait a minute, watch this. Isn't that right, Black Pedro? Shouldn't they?
Absolutely, man. And when we talk about that, we're on all the platforms: iTunes, Google Play, Slacker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify,
and
SoundCloud. Yeah, girl.
Yeah,
we might have rehearsed.
We should have rehearsed. But the shit came off hot anyway. But make sure that you subscribe to us on that shit right there. Bam, boom, bam, subscribe. You know what else y'all need to do? Yeah, you heard me, motherfuckers. Let's go right here. Follow at Black Pedro. Finally got the mystery. I finally got the mystery of why my friend kept hitting me saying I cannot follow this nigga. He don't exist. This ain't the right one. The Black Pedro they were talking about is another Black Pedro. It's BLK.
Nope.
And his is black, like the word black. So finally got him straight on that. And he said,
I use all the letters.
Yes.
My words, as Martin would say, use your vowels. Okay.
Use exactly.
Use paste.
Yes. Near.
Use your vowels.
So make sure you follow at Black Pedro. And make sure you follow me on the gram, all the new people, at Comedian Shang. And I'll send loads of cash pictures to you. Loads of them.
Pictures.
Yeah, cash pictures. All right.
Don't get caught up on that first word. It's a phrase.
And for the new people, this ain't for the old people. For the old people, I know you're tired of us doing the same shit about this, but I need y'all to know it. Bam! Black Pedro begins. Dun, 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 dun. That's
the new song that we are singing.
This is Black Pedro Begins. Make sure you pick up the album. Now you're going, where would I possibly pick up the album? I don't know. Is there a certain place I can buy it? Hey there, Wilbur. Where we're gonna pick it up? Okay, you go to his website. Bam. It's called theblackpedro.com/shop. So you go there, you pick it up. You go, oh my goodness, it's just as funny as I thought it would be, because it is funny. And if you want more funny in your fucking diet,
real in your system,
all up in your grill,
all up in your digestive tract,
all up in your ass.
That good, them good bacteria. You know what I'm saying?
Shang is Shangry on Amazon Prime.
I'm sorry,
I don't know what the fuck
I didn't mean to call your special good bacteria.
No, it's good bacteria. I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
It helps you digest the world. It really does.
Y'all can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just call
that motherfucker
and watch it. I don't care. You can call me Nancy, long as you call me. That's that old school niggas that do comedy.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, but make sure you check it out. Yes, 5-star rating. That's real shit. Shang and Shangry on Amazon Prime. Make sure you check it out and make sure you rate it, review it, and share it. If you don't rate it, review it, and share it, you are a bad person. Why'd I do the
you fucked up?
You are a bad person.
I would like to talk to you.
I would like to tell
about
you
why you are not watching
is so
Shangry?
Wrong with rape is what I'm trying to say.
You cannot say fuck.
Nothing's wrong with the raping the ladies.
What's in the pudding? All right, man.
Quaaludes are in the pudding.
When we get who's putting things in the pudding? When we before we get on with the show, y'all, and get it really started with our topics today, I do want to give my shout outs. You know, we love y'all so much for being dedicated, come through every day. Nicole H, Miss No Slick Name, Breezy JJ's, Queen B. I see you over here trying to encourage poll work, but you're not gonna get that out of me and Shang, okay?
Yeah, we okay.
School start late, but we the school, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, plus you know
Breezy JJ's. Yeah, Arkia Mom, love to you. Who else? JRANYC. I know you said happy birthday, Malcolm X, earlier. I didn't even realize that, but HBD to Malcolm X, Detroit Red, as he was known, from Jackson, Michigan. But also, I see some shout outs and some RIPs, and trust that we are going to get into that. And when I say that, I mean on today's show, Savage AF. It's Wednesday, May 19th. Yeah. I'll be 44 in 7 days. Let's go. Let's the countdown.
And I'll be 69 in 7 days.
But that being said, we are about to enter Gemini season real soon, right quick. But happy birthday, Malcolm X, as we've heard here in the feed. And that being said, also make sure you're following at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang, and at Savage AF Radio on Instagram. That being said, today's show, we're going to do the run up on your ass. We're going to end with Shangry. A salute to the late and most definitely great Paul Mooney. And trust me and this brother here are going to have many things to say, but especially Shang, having worked with him much more closely than I ever did. But we're going to end the show with that, guys. So you got to stick around today.
Stick around for that.
We lost a great one, and we have a great one right here who worked with the great one that we just lost. So you're going to hear a great talk about a great, and that's great. Nigga, how many shows got great? So we got great for you today. Before we get into that, my Black Pedro popping today. Uncle Joe in the house. I say, ooh, watch your mouth. I'm gonna talk to y'all about my day as an uncle for the first time. We'll get into that.
Wow.
But before we get into that, the heat is on. It's on Dumpty. Yeah. Trumpty dump. So the New York AG case looking into Trump's tax joint is gone from an inquiry, an inquisition to a criminal case. Let's talk about it. Yeah. But before we get into that, man, it is Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. Shang, Black Pedro, Savage AF, fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. Today, the commission, Cecilio. The House voted today without, I don't think, any Republican support to...
Of course.
I could be wrong about that. I have to double check on that. But
no, there none, bastards.
But the House did vote today to create a commission to look in a 9/11 style, Hillary Clinton Benghazi fake bullshit style commission to look more deeply into what really happened on January 6th. Like, guys, how did we get here? I mean, you had white people literally scaling walls like they were goddamn.
What they were?
Like what? They were. It was World War Z. They ran up on the shit and just
Yep.
And they started climbing walls and breaking shit and yelling out things. And one dude had on a buffalo hat, which shouldn't be a real thing. Like buffaloes aren't meant to be hats, bro.
But this is but Pedro, this is the wild shit. Damn, you about to be 44.
Let's go. I got a week, y'all. Let's go.
All right. So who the fuck? I'm 9 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 35 years older than him.
Who's counting? After 40, stop counting.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? 40. Who needs it? This is the wild shit about it is that there was a lot of Republicans that saying, I don't want to be involved with this. I don't think it's real. Let me tell you something. It was just like a walk in the park. It was basically people just shopping. They just happened to be shopping for podiums from Nancy Pelosi. That's all. And a few people got stabbed with flags. Who hasn't done that when you've been shopping?
Guys, come on. We've all had a frat party or a 4th of July barbecue. Got a little out of hand.
Yeah.
A trident comes out and somebody gets stabbed in the chest. I mean, but whatever.
Right. You got to think about this. These motherfuckers, these are Republicans. These are Republicans that actually back this. They were actually barricading the doors from these crazy motherfuckers that were trying to break in and kill Mike Pence, or at least hang Mike Pence, or do some kind of harm to Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence, chanting the shit. And these motherfuckers were there barricading the doors, but when it came time to talk about it and say, hey, it was serious, these same motherfuckers said, no, it wasn't that bad at all. I like running and screaming underneath a chair in fear. That's normal.
So we at this point we know how it works, right? One side creates some law and they have to send it over to the other side. So in this case, the House has created this measure, and they're sending it over to the Senate. You already have bitch McConnell. That that others, the rest of the Senate is the other 49 senators or whatever. They're 50 actually. There's 50.
Right.
Yeah, the other 49. I got that right. They're all gonna fall in line. But bitch McConnell is against any kind of commission that looks into this. Why? Oh, we want to look into what made Republican Trump supporters, which is redundant, right? But what made these Dumpty supporters really go foaming at the mouth up to the United States Capitol building while the certification of the 2020 election was occurring to literally stop that, hang the vice president, and probably kill any other legislator that they found that was definitely Democrat. AOC would have been dead. Cori Bush would have been ripped apart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these people would have just been killed had that mob got their hands on them. And the Republicans don't want to do a commission on that because it's going to show that they were complicit in all of it. Like, even to this day, even to right now, Kevin McCarthy would have to be subpoenaed and brought up there and be like, now, what did Trump say to you? Oh, looks like they are more concerned about the election than you are. He in that phone conversation, it's alleged that Kevin McCarthy, when he called Trump and was like, yo, call your people off. And Trump's like, no, they're not my people. He's like, nigga, these are your people, dog.
Yeah.
These are your people. My cousin is here. He voted for you 3 times.
Hats and shirts and Trump tattoos, but they ain't Trump supporters. And AJ Fit 365 said nothing happened on January 6th. A retired vet didn't get shot in her head.
No,
nothing
you're right.
Happened.
No. Actually, that's right. She didn't get shot in her neck. Is where actually she didn't get shot. It was the neck. It wasn't the head.
It didn't happen.
It wasn't Ashley Babbitt. It wasn't.
And Breezy JJ, I just want to say that I'm gonna let y'all know something. That's very good. Funny, Nicole H.
Yeah, I was about to get that. Sorry, my bad.
You gotta get it. Yeah,
that's a new fragrance, Complicit 2021. Oh
my goodness. Let me tell you something.
Von Clean.
Yeah, no, this is the main thing, I think, and we'll expound on it here on Savage AF, where we bring you savagery verbally and sometimes sexually.
Wait, however you want it, girl.
However you want it, ladies.
I got the cuffs if you got the stuff.
Kevin McCarthy, that bitch. He's stupid. He's so that was stupid.
Sorry, my bad.
Kevin McCarthy's Evelyn Gatlin said Kevin McCarthy say that he need to investigate BLM and Antifa. If we're going, because you know what?
Yeah, that's the Republican rhetoric. They want to look into all the violence that occurred last summer too. None of that was looking to overthrow democracy, nigga.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You know what you come on. You know you niggers want. That's all you want. That's what they always try to do. They are, but Kevin McCarthy is there's nothing he can do. He's, in fact, let me find a picture of this bitch.
Okay. AJ Fitz like, my bad, close enough. She dead though. We got the point. But facts matter. Facts matter here, right? Like you got her in the neck. Huh?
Like Big Leslie says, what that dick do? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wasn't even
get hard around.
That was not hers. Oh, my bad. That wasn't even yours. But Kevin McCarthy is the one, I think, that he should be. His middle name should be Kevin Complicit McCarthy, because the motherfucker flip flops more than flip flops.
You're right. He should be Kevin Fish on Land McCarthy.
Look at his face. Come on, Pedro.
He's like, did I really say that? And then you play the tape back. He's like, but is that really video? And you're like, then you kick him in his neck. And he's like, but was that really your foot? Like, he's just in denial the whole time. So
no, but you know what? He's not the only one in denial. I think that all of the people that are on that side of it are in denial. They're trying to say that it was a walk in the park, even though people motherfucking died. This is the wild part for me and everybody to listen to the feed. You could tell me if I'm wrong. And it's the standard thing that black people say. If that was really BLM, was that fucking violent? Because that was extra levels of violence.
Nigga, I ain't seen that many. Like, how many bald-headed, bearded, white, fat bellied white men have you seen at Black Lives Matter rallies? If you look at the fucking facial, just the aesthetic of the crowd, nigga, it is nothing about them bikers, sons of anarchy, fucking Happy Days, and motherfucker. Everybody from every white ass sitcom from the 70s up until last year was there, nigga. And you gonna tell me that was Black Lives Matter, nigga? I didn't see no Living Single cast members there. I didn't see the Cosby Show there, nigga. I didn't see Martin there, nigga. Not even Tommy was in that bitch. He don't even have a job.
But you know
what? Man from the Fifth Floor.
That's the other thing they said it wasn't Trump that initiated it, and Trump was like, please hurry, go down there and get him. He did. It was Trump.
Now we're using him making fun of a disabled person against his own disabilities.
Right. But there was a lot of biker face dudes. And they're like, yeah, I guess we did it. It was us. Sorry. I mean,
all right. So yeah, I mean, this is a real thing that's happening though. So it's gonna go to the Senate. This could be another one of those kind of, critical moments where Kamala Harris, as the president of the Senate, will have that power to maybe overturn a 50-50 vote or be the difference in a 50-50 vote, I should say. So
what if she don't come through?
She's in line. She's in line. The thing is, I was about to bring up the other bro. The Joe. It's we don't have to question her on these things. it's your boy Joe. Oh, Manchin. I'm from West Virginia. Let me play this banjo right quick while everybody's listening. Manchin, who is using these moments to bring significance to an existence that just isn't, bro. Like, just do your vote for your party, homie. You're not bringing anything greater to West Virginia by doing any of this shit you're doing.
Because you know why? There's nothing greater about West Virginia. You can't fix that.
I was born a coal miner's daughter.
You know what? I've been to West Virginia. You know what it smells like? It smells like despair and sex trafficking. That's what it fucking smells like. It
smells like meth and missing teeth.
Yep. It all I know is that dentists need to parachute into that bitch. These motherfuckers.
Like paradentists.
You need teeth fixed. It's
I'm
bad.
From the airborne K9 division. Yeah.
But this
me and my brother's bicuspids over here.
He's not a Democrat. He flip-flops on the Democrats over and over again. He actually likes his position of power where he can fuck people over.
In that picture, he literally was looking like, what do I think? He looks confused by his own mind. Like, man,
what do I stand for?
These voices just don't agree in my head.
Yeah.
What do I think?
I mean, the thing is, Joe he is the cock blocker of all cock blockers.
Oh, brother, he's a
cock blocker.
Lady Hazel May is identifying him as a Republican spy. You know, I'm like, right. Sometimes I feel like somebody should grip him up by his collar and be like, "Who sent you? Who do you work for?"
He's a cock blocker for sure.
He should definitely wake up to a bucket of water on his face, tied to a chair. You know what I mean?
Damn, man.
Like motherfucking jumper cables on his nipple, and you just waiting to connect the other one to the battery. Nigga, who do you work for?
Now I gotta find that. Look,
you gonna find jumper cables on nipples.
But I found
nigga, if you find that, I'm leaving this show.
He is a cock blocker. By the way, I know y'all think this is what a cock blocker is. That's a cock blocker.
Oh, it literally scares like chickens away or cocks.
But
roosters.
But right now, that's not as paramount as car batteries on nipples.
Yeah. While Shang is looking that up, we are going to stay Savage AF right here Monday through Friday for you guys, live on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. Typically, sometimes it changes. That's why you need to stay tuned in to us, locked in, tapped in, notified. But Mondays and Fridays, typically we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, so we're gonna look to see what the Senate does with this measure to create a commission, and if it does get through the Senate, then yes, our legislative branch will be looking deeply into the event that tried to kill them. So, right, which I would want to do if I worked there too. Like,
and if Manchin does what I think he's gonna do, that's what we got to do to him.
Well, Shang, there you go. You're going to close out the show by yourself, man. I got to get out of here, bro. I can't believe you found that.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
Joe Manchin should wake up wired to a car.
This is actually Joe Manchin when he was going on a bike trip, and this is him.
Head out on the highway.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is basically what is going on right now with the Republican Party. They are absolutely positively against everything that is facts pertaining to January 6th. Not every Republican, but the majority of Republicans with they bitch ass and all y'all people on the feed. But yes, I found Manchin titties. Yes, I did, Archie. I found Manchin titties. I just feel like
just look up man tit.
They're against everything that is facts and truth with the January 6th.
Yeah.
I mean, what else?
Because if once the facts are revealed, it will show how complicit so many GOP lawmakers were in perpetuating a lie that led to all of that. And it will just point a finger at them, much like Attorney General Letitia James is pointing a finger at the Trumpty Dumpty organization, and now it's a very specific finger. This one right here. I was going to say something. No, yeah, she's pointing right now. Letitia James is giving the Trumpty Dumpty organization a huge fuck you. As her office is now flipping from this sort of inquisition as has been requested to a criminal case in which. And at that point, I have to believe that this upgrade is based on more facts that they've gathered. That that she is a calculated woman who's very good at her job and would not be out here throwing charges at a former president unless she had that shit, my dude.
Right.
And when there's nothing about her that screams, "Oh, I ain't got my shit together."
Yeah, she got her shit together.
I think
you know what? And I think what she's going to do is she's going to sit. Since we already used Joe Manchin, the car batteries on him, this is Trump next. It's basically, we're going to basically use it on Trump because I think that he don't got nowhere to go. And plus, he's losing a lot of his following. People said his following because he doesn't have that daily Twitter fucking, sewage that he can spill into people's minds, he's losing his following. And so right now, he's not going to have a lot of stuff to back up the bullshit. And the people, but his core fan base, because I'm gonna call it the cult,
the sycophants,
the sycophants, the cult, the butt lickers, the ball coddlers. They are. You ready for this? He has, with Republicans, he still has over 90% approval rating.
Oh no, they're not. They've clinged on to it.
They're not.
I don't mean like
nowhere.
Klingons, you know. I mean like they have really clung on to
They
it.
they aren't going anywhere, and they're like, no, motherfucker, no. But they're not going nowhere, because you know why? Mm-hmm. They know that they can possibly be elected, and get a chance to be elected if they have that core base of Trump following.
So Queen Bee has identified that Miss Letitia James is a Delta, and what you don't want is a one of them sorors on your ass either. You know what I'm saying? So he's vice president is AKA New York Attorney General is a Delta.
That's what my ex. Yeah, my ex is AKA. Yeah. She just texted me. She just texted me. What's up, Santa?
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
Yeah, you know what it was, baby.
She want that whole thing back?
No, she don't. She got 19 kids now.
Oh Lord.
She got 38 kids now. I ain't fucking.
That's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, but
let her do that. But okay, so this is an upgrade in the situation. It heightens it, and it takes it to the next level. It's not like, oh, we looked into it and we didn't find anything. It's like, oh yeah, no, we've been looking into this for a while, and now we're definitely identifying it as criminal activity.
Well,
so definitely looking for that next step, that thing. And I truly believe that this AG in New York, Letitia James, is truly on point with her shit. So if this gets to trial or case or whatever, like, I'm putting my money on her in her office.
You really think so?
Man, they wouldn't be progressing in this manner. It's been a while. We were talking about this last year. It started last year. Like, this ain't an overnight thing.
She said as soon as you get out of
office, I'm on your ass. All up in that ass like tissue. And I promise, like Monifa, I won't miss you.
Okay, hey. Can you do her voice? Because I'm gonna put a picture of her up, and I'm gonna tell you what she's saying to. Go ahead. What? All right, ready? Wait for it. Okay, now this is her telling Trump what's up, Pedro.
Okay, so you really thought that you was just gonna take your assets and manipulate the value of them, and then like file taxes and be cheating out the whole state like that? Child, please.
Yeah, exactly.
And that the moment here that's the child, please.
Yes.
Like, boy,
and so
little boy, stop playing with me.
But there's no president that you've seen actually do jail time.
No.
Even Trump, with all of his shit that we know he did, we haven't seen a president do jail time. So, I mean, it would be nice if he went to jail. I would love it because he deserves it. But I think that I noticed. See, I always bring in race, and I noticed. So what? God damn it! It's what I think, and that's what we're supposed to do on here. I think that there's a tendency for white people in positions of power that know they did dirt, that don't want to put another white person in jail in a position of power or a perceived power, and they're just gonna let him keep him doing. And not all. And again, let me preface this: not all white people are corrupt, and they have corrupt intent or evil in their heart. No. But I think the people that surrounded Trump, those particular white people, don't want to see his ass in jail.
And speaking of white people, Archeo Mom, I'm going by your picture here, but we love you. She said T-hole must fall, and I believe that T-hole is your boy Trumpty Dumpty, just a replacement for A-hole.
Yeah.
T-hole must fall, or the country falls, and I think that ultimately that's what the GOP's internal issues are representative of. They're emblematic of what does America want to be? Do you really want half this country, half the voting population, to be this so crackery minded, so easily fooled by lies, doesn't give a fuck about truth, just has a narrative that is racist, xenophobic, and Eurocentric? Or do we want to be fucking America, the one that we've been talking about?
No, they don't. I disagree with you. That I think that
I'm asking, or like, I don't know what, I'm just saying the GOP, that's their dilemma. Like, that's what Liz Cheney is, just trying to be America, but her side, the 1% side of it. And now the other dudes are the Cracker Barrel monkey fucks that were climbing the walls. And the GOP is trying to decide whether they want to be cracker monkeys or just crackers.
Is there somewhere? Is there? Okay, well, cracker monkeys. Let's see if that exists. Hey,
it's gonna come up with an animal cracker, and you know the one, and he had the little hook tail or hand or something. You know the monkey animal cracker. We all know it.
No, that's not what came up.
Oh no. What came up? Now I gotta.
Why you go? Oh no, this one is.
I'm scared.
No, it's always something. Yeah, no, it's just it's basically.
Wait, he's gonna bring it in a second, man.
It's nothing crazy. It's not crazy.
Yeah, that Queen Bee, that picture of Letitia James,
that is a cracker monkey.
Is that just a monkey with a cracker?
No,
either way, same thing.
Yes, it's same thing. Now that what you were talking about was animal crackers, right?
Yeah.
Which I know if somebody white is listening
these crackers
to this,
are animals, man.
Yeah, who you calling an animal? I just said animal crackers, you sensitive bitches.
You cracker animal.
You
Shut your mouth.
Well, damn, man. This is an animal cracker.
Yeah, that was the monkey one. I used to love that one. It tasted the best. No, Queen Bee was saying that that picture of Letitia James, she ended with boy, bye. Where'd she go? Yeah. Boy, bye. Get your ass in jail. So we love that, and definitely looking forward to this saga playing out. I wanna move through this because I wanna save time for tonight's
Shangry. Yeah, because we got
a lot to talk about. But as we move through the show, guys, we're gonna move through it a little something like the.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
I know I'm hard to see right now because I'll be popping in on you. Ha! Gotcha. Here I am, peekaboo. Who took your nose? You silly audience. Guys, this is your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ha! Man, you know what's poppin'? Me, nigga. Yeah. I got to be Uncle Pedro today, Uncle Dro. So just to keep you updated on my family, we keep it open and honest over here as much as we can. My sister and brother-in-law adopted a couple of teenagers, brother and sister, 16 and 14 years old, older sister, younger brother, and have recently brought them into their home, and subsequently my mother's home and all of our hearts and mine as well. These are two young Black children, been through some things, but, definitely, we are trying to be a part of turning that all around for them and giving them a safe place from which they can operate in the world. And,
wow.
I pop in and out of town. People are busy. My sister and them, they got schedules. The kids got schedules. But today was my first opportunity to really kick it with them in any way. Just the three of us, and took them in the car. We went and got some lunch, and I had to fill up my car and get a car wash anyway. So, but just got to talking, and by the time we got to the house, my niece is showing me BTS videos, and I don't mean behind the scenes, but I mean she's into the K-pop group. So she showed me videos of Coolio scaring the shit out of them as they got hip hop lessons. We laughed, we cried. It was a good old time. There is this thing for me where you just kind of want to grab them as Black kids and be like, they're trying to kill you. America trying to kill you. Run! You know
but
I gotta ease into it, and we all getting to know each other, and like I said, they've already been through a lot just personally. So you can't. I don't want to slap them with everything at once because we ain't had them from day one.
Yo, Pedro. Pedro. What the hell happened? Hey, everybody. I don't know if you could still hear me, but Pedro froze. Okay? I don't know where the fuck he went. Okay? He's going to have to... Pedro is no longer on the stream. Pedro. What? Oh, shit. All right, listen. Pedro obviously dropped out. He'll drop back in. But that is some nice shit to hear, that somebody adopted kids that are a little bit older, which probably don't get adopted. And, I'm trying to get rid of the kids I got, baby. No, I think I'll keep them. I don't know where Pedro went, but he was in the middle of his Pedro pop-in, and he popped the fuck out. That's what happened. Pedro popped the fuck out. So, Savage AF, I'm going to do a little quick thing until he popped back in. Savage AF. Yeah, he's still gone. Yeah, he's gone. Savage AF, we want you to do me a favor for all the people. Yeah, I don't even know what happened. Yeah, and Nicole H, I will adopt you, boo-boo. I'll adopt you if you want me to adopt you, I'll adopt you. Pedro?
We back? Hello?
Yeah, what? Your other one is still frozen.
Yeah. So, but I think we're good. I'm sorry. I think maybe shaking my computer like I want to shake these kids pop in my own pop in. But there is so much that I want to give to them. I guess I just want to end with that is that there's so much that I want to hand down to these kids in terms of, my knowledge and experience as a Black person moving through this space, and just as an adult, that they're kids too. But I saw some comments, like Black teens rarely get adopted, and this is very true. So first of all, salute to my sister and brother-in-law for putting in their part, and they've both been on this show. I don't know if you remember my brother-in-law giving us a tour through his art studio,
and also his sister, who I made a mistake of saying she could get it, and then Pedro lost his fucking mind. I was like, "Hey, man, your sister, what you do?"
I might have burned the bush outside Shank's.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing when you say you can never say that about somebody's sister. Like, man, that's your sister. That's your sister. That's your sister, man.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
When a person says, "Man, your sister can get it," you look at somebody, you look at their face, they be like, Yeah.
Let's step outside, brother.
That was really, really funny, motherfucker.
But moving on from my sister, man.
Exactly.
We're gonna go on to the next
do that
topic.
just to see. Like, that was funny, motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga, go on with your motherfucking show. Don't you have a shake what you do?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to share my experience. It's my first day as Uncle P, Uncle Joe.
That's crazy. I can't even think of it that way. You're Uncle P.
And listen, I cracked them up. They fucking laugh around and roll with laughter around me. But I don't know if it's just like they're just being nice and trying to get through the moment. And I don't know everything that they've been through either. You know what I'm saying? But I am working hard to try and develop.
I think they're being
genuine
nice.
Connections. And he's like, "You're not that funny."
I think they're just being nice. Why would you even say that?
But I'm also the dude that's like, "Hey, what'd you learn in school today?" And they're like, "Ha ha ha." I'm like, "No, nigga, what do you have to do tomorrow?"
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, "What are your assignments? Let's go over that."
And
Let's
Nicole
set a
H,
schedule.
Pedro will adopt you, but you know what comes with the adoption.
Hey, girl, sign on the dotted line.
Yeah, you can make anything sound creepy. It's like, yeah, man. Let me tell you something. Woo.
Hey, yeah, that's real easy to do.
Yeah,
and Breezy JJ's. If you are calling my sister a MILF, I will fight you, girl. I will come to the DMV or wherever you at, and we will slug it out.
Breezy JJ, I'm gonna tell you his.
I mean, I'm a swing like this because I don't
but
want
if
to
I
really
didn't
hurt
say
you.
it, no, you see, if you say somebody's sister is fine, like your sister, yeah, she can get it, and I bet your sister's pussy tight. You can't say that shit. But if you seen her and say, wow, I'm surprised anybody fucked her.
She married?
Like, somebody married this motherfucker? Nigga. What? So you can't say, it's got to be in the middle, like, hey, nice to meet you. It's good to meet you. Everything cool. You can't say neither extreme. Like, what you mean? Somebody booed her up. Wow.
You know what? That would be an extremely bold and offensive thing to say that may step over some lines, but I think as we move on to your Shangri, we are going to discuss somebody who didn't give a fuck.
Zero.
About any of that.
Zero.
And let's get into it, y'all.
Yeah.
The show.
Hey, we both on this. Fuck that. Listen.
All right.
This morning, even though he lived to being 79, an icon in comedy passed on to go make If There Is an Afterlife, the motherfucker's killing there too. I'm sorry. Mr. Paul Mooney, to you, nigga.
Yeah.
Listen, you yellow nigga.
Yellow nigga.
I thought I was the angriest nigga in the world. You, my friend. Oh my God. You are angrier than me, nigga. Way angrier. Paul Mooney, who is actually one of the comics that the only reason I do comedy, everybody thought it was Eddie Murphy because of my energy, but it was actually Paul Mooney and Dick Gregory are the reason I do stand up. I used to open. We used to do Pedro used to watch me on Comic View when I used to wear the kufi. I still wear the kufis and the black love and the black power. I was all into that. I still am, but not as much. But Paul Mooney liked that. He liked that. And they took me on tour with him, Dick Gregory, the Mooney twins, his sons. And actually Demilitant, a comic named Demilitant. Yeah. And Paul Mooney was
what y'all call it, the Black Panther comedy tour?
But Paul Mooney, it's called the Conscious Comedy Tour. And I got fired. I got fired 3 shows in.
You was too woke, nigga.
Yeah, a little too woke.
Sleep sometime.
No, man. One of our sponsors for one of the cities was Schlitz Malt Liquor. And I saw the banner behind me. I said, ain't y'all part of the problem, motherfucker? And I come off stage and they met me at the edge of the stage with my check. We won't be needing your services anymore, but you were very funny. And literally pushed me to the side, like, keep it moving. And then 3 shows after that, Paul Mooney got fired because he went off on him. These niggas don't understand. We don't like your liquor. And so Paul Mooney,
that is a bit of a
but
slap
because
in the face to have Schlitz Malt Liquor.
Paul
sponsoring
Mooney,
the Conscious Comedy Tour.
The Conscious Comedy Tour. We did that, but Paul Mooney always embraced me, even when my father didn't like him a lot. My father liked his comedy, but didn't like him. And I was doing Caroline's Comedy Club, opening for Mr. Mooney, me and Tony Woods, comic named Tony Woods. And for the people that don't know Tony Woods, very funny brother. If you get a chance, check him out, Tony Woods. And he would not call me by my name. He would all be, let the yellow nigga do a few more minutes to warm them up for my incendiary shit I'm about to say. And so but he kept calling me yellow nigga, and my pops don't like that. And Paul Mooney he felt he was effeminate, and he was like he would call him a bati, what they call a bati boy
in Jamaica.
It's a swish. Yeah, it's an insult. It's an insult, but I'm not going. But a swish. He said, call him by. He call you by your fucking name. So then I go check him like, hey man, fuck this show and fuck that. I'm young. I'm like, yo, fuck this. You do your shoulders like that. Yo, fuck that, man. You call me by my name. Stop calling me yellow nigga. And he says, oh, I like this nigga. He's even trying to come at me. and not your message. He's trying to come at me. I think I'll keep you on the show, and we'll kick the slow nigga off the show. And he fired Tony Woods, and then I fought for it. No, then I fought for him because I was like, yo, you know how? Then because I was only making $250, I was like, yeah, man. If my boy, ain't going, we ain't going. You know what I mean? Shit, you getting real rah, motherfucker. I love your shit. And he's like, well, as I said, I'll call you Shang, but you'll always be known to me as Angry Yellow Nigga. And so he put me on shows at the Laugh Factory, which in Hollywood, for the people that haven't been there, it was the Laugh Factory. We did dates, and then Dick Gregory started fucking with me, even though he would cuss me out every day. Did you read the paper today, motherfucker? It was
knowledge, nigga.
So you're going to do that bit about the black economy, but you ain't doing enough knowledge behind it, motherfucker. What you going to be? Pick a side. And and so it was just rah
That's
all
real
the time.
Talk. You was getting it from the realest niggas in the industry.
Paul Mooney, I was, in fact, this is the last time we did a big show for Paul. It was me and Paul was on the show and Lunel. And
that looks like the J Spot logo.
It's the J Spot. We did a show because he started having dementia. And so he would be doing a set and then he would kind of stop and have to regroup himself. Then he would do a set and the crowd still gave him love. But Paul Mooney was an icon. Not only, I don't know if the people know, Pedro knows. Homie Don't Play That. Guess what that's based on? Paul Mooney. Homie Don't Play That. Roseanne Show. The In Living Color sketches, the Black Blind Racist, Paul Mooney. If you look at Richard Pryor's one of Richard Pryor's strongest bits, Paul Mooney.
Negro Damas is one of the funniest things
Paul Mooney
I've ever seen.
Yeah, Paul Mooney.
Like it's just a goddamn hilarious. I love wordplay like that. So Negro Damas just lands in all my areas, and then the shit he said was just amazing, and it all came true. Negro Damas ain't lied, nigga, about a goddamn thing.
The Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, all of that stuff I'm saying is an influence of him.
My only time I was on shows with him a couple times at the Haha Cafe, North Hollywood. So for me, it was never like I was never on like a 3-man professional gig with him or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like in that sense, where you're in the green room and you may get a chance to chop it up. But his whole demeanor, his confidence on stage, his presence was always inspiring. And you feel like, man, can I be that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're just like, man, but every time he's that dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was
and listen, it's for me, to be honest, like it wasn't always about killing and being funny with him. It
was about getting that message out.
But he was always spitting a truth.
Right.
And listen, I've seen him in some thugged out where I wasn't performing, but I was just there, and like real ass niggas. And listen, your dad was right. There wasn't a femininity to him, and there was that aspect to him. There was, but we don't judge that.
No. I mean, he did. My pops was old. My pops was super.
No, of course. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that was there, but all of that aside, he could get a room full of real ass gangster ass niggas on their feet who are like, spit that shit, Paul. That's right, nigga. Tell these niggas. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen gangster.
I ain't shooting another motherfucker again now, Paul.
I've seen.
All right, maybe one more, but that's it.
Yeah. No, they never took that message home, really. But when he banged on white people, when he banged on the system, when he banged on America, when he told the truth about our black existence in this land, this realm, it hit with. It should tap in with any real ass black person that is conscious of their existence in America. If you listen to Paul Mooney, he has to touch you with realness, and you might not laugh,
But
my nigga, you gonna take home knowledge.
But check it out. He had one of the first comedy albums to go to 1 million sales, which is called Race. It's called Race. So if you ever get a chance,
I didn't even know he was in the track.
Yeah. It's no.
I didn't know he was in the NASCAR too. Oh,
no, it's I think it was Human Race or Races. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. No.
Oh, but Paul Mooney talked about race. Oh, that's
no, that is not.
Yeah.
That is not possible.
Love it.
I mean, I was at the Emmys. Listen to me. Let me name drop it. I was at the Emmys because I had a Most Def. I know people. I mean, motherfuckers don't realize if I go around industry, motherfuckers, they know me. And I know y'all think, nah, Shang, for real. But Most Def and I got invited to the Emmys, and I was walking the Emmys, and Paul Mooney was there with the Chappelle show. And Chappelle, just absolutely adored what Paul was bringing to the show. I know that for a fact. And Paul Mooney started cussing out the dude that played Magnum P.I., Tom Selleck, in the lobby, and because they lost to the Daily Show for the Emmy, and he says, "Little white kids come up to me because the show is so popular, and how the fuck is this little Jew gonna possibly beat us? This bullshit." And then Tom Selleck looked at him all angry, said, "You haven't been good since Magnum, nigga. You need to get the fuck out. You haven't done anything good since then, and even that was suspect."
Nigga, Quigley down under ain't shit, nigga.
Yes,
fuck out of here.
Yes, and so
go back down under with your Quigley ass.
My publicist told me to move away from Paul because even though you're not saying anything, they might think you are like Paul, and that made me stand next to him even more.
Yeah,
and he said, "You understand? There might be a little bit of shrapnel, but I'm sure you're a big nigga. You can handle it." And I'm quoting. These are all quotes. And so for me, I didn't feel it. I felt lucky and blessed to be able to work with him. The fact that he treated me so cool. Paul Mooney was funny. He said some outrageous shit. Black people come over here on a graham cracker and white people die in a yacht. Makes no sense. That's one of his bits. A black person can swim over here on a graham cracker. 17 niggas on a graham cracker. But, oh my goodness, a white yacht, one pipe goes down. Boom, they're all dead. All of them. Cracker. And now we got cracker soup. Is that what we're... now you're going to walk out. But the other shit I said about niggas, you weren't offended by at all. And so he definitely had a way that he just... His zero fuck... I mean, off stage, he would say crazy shit to Jamie Masada. I'm sorry, Jamie Masada. My bad. Is owner of a club out here, and so my comedy club.
What, he's not a club. One of the three major clubs.
I did say a club. Yeah.
I mean, it's a club. It's a club.
It's one of the most popular clubs in the country, and the Laugh Factory. And he would say outrageous shit. He would say, you're I don't know what are you, Indian, Pakistani, whatever the fuck you are. You're lucky you even own this because you're a horrible little tiny human being. And he would just, I was like, what the fuck? But they knew each other so long, they could say horrendous shit to each other. Horrendous shit. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's it would be funny because he's saying things that everybody knows is true, but nobody would say out loud. And that's absolutely. Ultimately where the comedy is. It's this motherfucker is bold.
Bold. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know that there's a lot of Kingpin comics, Eddie Murphy's, because Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, I consider up there.
Sinbad.
Everybody knows that they got to bow the crown a little bit, if not a lot. Chappelle, no. I'm going to hit him up.
He paid him the right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to hit him up. A lot of the comics that knew Paul, a lot of us that knew Paul, Lunell knew Paul, and J. Anthony Brown, we all were always when he would come in, what was that on Saturday Night Live, Pedro, where they would go, "We're not worthy," where they would, what was that?
Oh, Wayne's World.
Every time I was doing shows around him, I'd watch him do a set and explore some shit. I thought, damn, I could have went, because I used to have an abortion bit that was fucking hardcore, and he would go up right after me and say some shit that was even more what? I mean, what? And I would always joke with him. I said, so I would talk about, because he would say shit. I would go, what industry person's going to warm up to this? He's, I don't give a fuck. Where's my Cavassier? Because he used to,
he would sip that. Yeah,
he would sip in in what? Not a regular glass.
It's called a snifter.
Is that what it's called?
Snifter.
Yeah, it looks very fancy. And he would sit up there and sit down and do his whole set, and he'd be sipping on it and absolutely wrecking. I did the I forget the name of the theater with up in Oakland, and I'm talking about D.L. Hughley on the show, Chris Tucker's on the show. Luckily, I'm on the show. I'm saying luckily because I ain't the level of none of these motherfuckers. They just said, hey, the set we saw you do, you kill, and I like that shit you did about Jesus boxing in the Olympics. So because that was one of my go-to bits where I knew it would, it was offensive, but if you follow Jesus, but I didn't believe in Jesus, so it didn't make me no fucking difference. I was like, I'm gonna do Jesus jokes because at the time I was like, look, I don't know if this shit's real or not, but I know this joke is real as a motherfucker. So Paul Mooney, man, passed away today of a heart attack. He was having issues anyway because he had a stroke. I think that comedy is going to be all over social media. Look on your IG, you will see it.
A lot of comics are sharing their experience.
I'm gonna share some stuff on there. I know I wouldn't be doing comedy without, because he blew me away when I first saw him. He was real young and thin, and had on this fucking suit with this fucking hat. And I didn't see Eddie. Everybody's like, was it Eddie Murphy? Because a friend of mine said, wasn't it Eddie Murphy? I said, no, I didn't see Delirious. This is before Delirious. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this shit. And then Delirious was kind of the tipping point for me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. But it was Paul Mooney. Then I saw Dick Gregory do this brilliant fucking bit. Just brilliant. Like, you could sit there and go, he went in the crates. I was like, God damn, I want to be that good. And then I got to meet him and hang out with him and get cussed out by him every other day. Like, we sitting in the airport and people watching us. This, didn't you, Didn't I tell you to read the newspaper before you do your bit? You lucky we got you on this goddamn show.
Yeah.
And I would tell him, I'd always say, Mr. Gregory, listen, Mr. Gregory, I ain't gonna take no more money, too many more of those, And then he kind of smiles because you know what? I mean, seriously, dude, you up in there in age. He said, but I drink water and I'm fluid. You don't want nothing. I was like, that's your comeback, nigga. You fluid. But he would
move like water.
Yeah, he said, he would do that. And Paul was mostly about the, pushing the envelope for me, that I need to push the envelope more. Dick Gregory is more about making sure you back it up with something that's factual. And then John Witherspoon was another one of the dudes, the OGs that would be like, save your money.
Now, what you do saying is you take all three of those philosophies, you combine them into one, and you get SHANGRY on Amazon Prime.
That's what you do, people. That's what you do.
SHANGRY on Amazon Prime.
We here on Savage AF, but want to let you know that I know that Pedro's down in Vegas, but I wanted to make sure y'all knew we are going to be doing Savage AF shows. We're branding it for our live shows. We used to do live shows, and they'd be off the hook. People really enjoy them.
We pack out the club and get it in.
The Ice House, the comedy club called the Ice House, the comedy club.
Improv.
Pack
that bitch out.
Levity Live, we would do.
Yeah.
And they're coming back slowly. Ontario Improv. I forgot about that. Because I was thinking Oxnard. So all the people on our feed, when we come to your city, I am going to definitely set some stuff up. I'm trying to get on some shows now, too. We're going to start doing more shows. Lady Hazel May. Robin Harris was funny as fuck. It's so weird. A lot of these guys, Robin Harris had just made it and then, died of a heart attack.
Yes, sir. Baby's kids. They'll stress you out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was one of the best.
But let's end today with that final note of rest in peace. We salute you, sir. Thank you for your contribution, Mr. Paul Mooney.
nigga, Black Pedro. Black Pedro makes complete sense to me. You're black, and your name is Hernandez. So, Black Pedro makes complete sense, nigga.
I wish I could have conversed with the brother, man.
Oh man, he was real different. No, he would purposely in backstage before we bounce, he would say shit, knowing that people were gonna walk out.
Oh yeah, to make people work. So want to weed out the weak.
You're not upset with racism, crack up, but you're upset with what I'm saying. So tiptoe your ass back to your country club, motherfucker. He would say shit like that, and I would love it.
And I always just love the way he looked at the audience. He's like, he just always gave him
like he meant it. Like I meant
say some shit.
Yeah, say some shit.
I wish.
But Paul Mooney, today's 79, passed away of heart attack. If y'all get a chance, go listen to some stuff. Go watch some of his specials. Honor the man, because the man is an icon in the comedy community. And I know for me personally, I had pictures on the wall in my office of the nigga. That's how much I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing shows with this motherfucker and he's bigging me up. So, but then again, I smell like incense and black glove. And back then I was wearing toe rings. I was a real different type motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Toe rings. I wouldn't say that out loud.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't wearing toe rings. Even Pedro said, "Yeah, man, you lost me on the toe ring." You can't really.
I got a sensitive side too, but
I ain't toe ring sensitive.
Jewelry nigga, I ain't no jewelry nigga, man. All right, y'all. We Savage AF. We not toe rings niggas. We Savage AF, motherfucker. Yes. We'll be right back here tomorrow 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right here, Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. Make sure you check with us. Rest in peace, Paul Mooney, man.
Rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Comedian Shang, Savage AF.
Because homie don't play that nigga. And that's what we do. You guys will see you tomorrow, motherfuckers. Yeah. Now hit me.